What's up guys, it's Ain here and welcome to an update video. So I hope you all have had a very Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. I hope you guys are having a good holiday. I know I am. I actually get an extra week off, which is pretty awesome indeed. I'm pretty excited about it. And I hope you guys, that actually have a break, have that extra week off, are enjoying it as much as I am. So without further ado, let me direct your attention to something completely different from PkHonor. So I believe yesterday or the day before yesterday, a game called Divinity Original Sin went on sale on Steam. Because if you didn't know already, Steam is having their winter sale, so a lot of things are going on sale. And throughout the winter sale, I looked and I was like, you know what? Nothing really looks too good this year. I'm just not really interested in anything. And then Divinity Original Sin went on sale. It was only like 27 bucks, and I was like, you know what? I've heard of this game. I clicked on it, read a couple reviews, saw some gameplay, and I was like, geez, this game is beautiful. It looks amazing. The reviews are amazing. Everybody seems to really love it. Game of the year kind of game. And so I bought it. And I have to say, it's one of my favorite games I've ever played. Actually, one of my friends, he bought the game and played co-op with me, because you can play co-op, and it is probably the most fun I've had in quite a long time. Just today we actually played, and I'm embarrassed to even say this, we played 10 hours today of Divinity Original Sin without even stopping. I mean, we'd stop for like a meal or to get a drink or to take a shower or something like that. But boom, we were on 10 hours, and it was so enjoyable. I really have to say, that 10 hours felt like an hour. Not an hour, maybe 2 or 3 hours. But it really went by like that. It was morning, the sun was out, and then it's like I blinked and it was dark outside. It was really quite enjoyable. And if you're looking for one of those games where you can really get into it, really immerse yourself, one of those games where you can play by yourself or play with another friend, a good friend of yours, and you really like the the fantasy, kind of stuff. If you're into Diablo or Path of Exile or anything like that, and you're looking for something a little bit different, check out Divinity Original Sin. It's really quite enjoyable. I've really been enjoying it. It's an awesome game. But let's start talking about the old PkH, because that's what you guys clicked on the video for. So, what have I been up to? I've been getting elite caskets. As you guys know, I'm on that quest for the magic stone. Why am I on the quest for the magic stone, you might ask? No real reason. Turn a profit? Sure, I guess, maybe, make that extra 50, 100 bill. Why not? Just to see how many times it takes me to get a magic stone from elite caskets? That's a reason. Just to have an extra goal? That's the biggest reason, I'd say. But yeah, I've been working on elite caskets. I've probably opened around 40 to 50 elite caskets, and probably only 5 of those I've actually done the clue scroll myself. So I've spent around 35 to 45 bill just on opening elite caskets. And to be honest, let's take a look into the bank. Here's the loot. A couple of these robes are from elite caskets. This stuff is from elite caskets. Where's the magic stone? I know you guys are waiting. You're like, oh, the magic stone is about to appear. Nope, it's not. We haven't gotten the magic stone yet. I mean, to be honest, I'm not surprised that we haven't. We've only spent around 35 to 45 bill, and magic stones cost around 100 to 150 bill. So we still have a lot of elite caskets that we can still open up and still make a profit off the actual magic stone. So I'm not too worried about that. But there you guys go for the all you guys that are interested in the elite caskets and if I've made a profit or anything like that. All that gear, all that loot that I've actually gotten from elite caskets, it's worthless pretty much. Maybe 5 bill max. I haven't even really looked at it too much. I see that it's not a magic stone. I put it in the bank. Don't even look at it. There you guys have it. Now, these last 2 or 3 days, except for today obviously, well actually in the morning a little bit, I've been working on the new quest, Correcting History. Just logging in every once in a while. I'll do Slayer and I'll say, you know what, I'm going to do a little bit of the Correcting History quest, because this quest is super annoying. Just to give you a little example, one of the things you have to do in Correcting History is you either have to pay the little guy, the little gnome, 8 billion GP, Or you have to go gather a bunch of things like 800 adamant ore and 500 mithril ore and 1500 magic logs and like 200 green dragon hide armor sets and all this kind of stuff. So if you don't already have the stuff, it can be, you know, kind of annoying. It didn't take too long to get all of it, maybe a couple hours max, but it was just a little annoying because it was like, what is this stuff for? You know, like, what are you going to use 200 dragon hide sets for? Who knows? But, you know, I did it. I didn't want to pay the 8 bill. Didn't have the 8 bill, so I did that. This morning, actually, I woke up before I started playing Divinity, you know, before I started going on that big splurge. I woke up and I went over to Nex. That's why I'm actually at Nex. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go solo Nex. And there were already people there. I was like, oh, man. I even typed it into the chat. I was like, oh, man, you guys are here. Come on. Because they were actually here, like, last night. And I woke up and they were still here. I was like, oh, my goodness gracious. But one of the guys called LKN, thank you, man, beforehand, he was like, oh, hey, Ain, I know that you're trying to get the Bandos Kite Shield. Go on in, and I'll actually bring my honor, and you can duo it with him so you can get the Bandos Kite Shield. Really, such a nice thing to do for somebody. You know, if you see someone trying to get the Bandos Kite Shield, help them out, you know. But here it is. Got the Bandos Kite Shield. Not really that interesting. You deal around 20% extra damage to Nex, but I mean, other than that, it's not that amazing. I'd even go as far to say the DFS is better. I mean, the DFS, you know, 70 mil item. You can buy this item, 70, 80 mil. This, couple bill. I mean, you have to do correcting history and all these kind of things. You have to do last journey. This is a couple bill worth item right here. Look at this. Not even better defensive bonus right there. Not even a better strength bonus. Doesn't actually give you any strength bonus. It gives you a little bit of prayer. But, I mean, you know, I'd expect something, you know, at least 100 defense bonus, you know, something just to, you know, say, hey, you've done all these quests and you've put all this money and time into it. We're going to give you a better shield than the 70 mil shield. Because really, the only time you're ever going to be using this Bandos Kite Shield is to fight Nex to get that 20% extra damage. But what about those people like me that really just don't enjoy killing Nex? They don't find it, you know, enjoying at all. What about me then? You know, that's why I think they should take the Bandos Kite Shield, buff it up a little bit more. You know, you have to do a lot to actually get this Kite Shield. So, why not make it actually worth it? Gotta get a drink of water, guys. Been talking all day. Next up, a couple updates have come out. If you guys are wondering, if you guys haven't played PkH in a while and you're like, hey, should I come back to PkH? You can come back to PkH whenever you want, of course. But if you're looking for updates, if you're looking for glaciers or something like that, those have not even really been talked about recently. However, Mike has tweaked a bunch of things. He's actually fixed a bunch of things and tweaked a bunch of things so they work better. For instance, he's increased Hunter XP by 20%, which is really awesome. A lot of people are complaining that was kind of slow. He's also added in the combat training teleport a Slayer teleport, so it's easier to actually find it, and a bunch of other things that I don't even remember. You know, they're that small of updates. They're just little tweaks here and there. Now, when it comes to updates, and I know I've preached about this before, Mike, Rapsy, Donderstone2, otherwise known as Dylan, they like to bring out updates that they want to bring out. But of course you have to remember, PkHonor is a community-driven server. And when Mike opened up the polls asking, hey, what kind of updates do you guys want? A lot of us were like, we want some PVM monsters, specifically glaciers. We want new items, specifically glacier boots. We want you to fix the wilderness, specifically, here's this big long list of all the things you need to fix about it. And yeah, that's what we'd like. PVMing monsters, PVMing loots, and fixing the wilderness. And what have they come out with? Well, they've worked on pets, the Christmas event, the Halloween event, a new quest which took a ton of time, which, by the way, guys, all the other quests have actually given you a money-making method. Pest invasion, elves, fantastic way of making money. Last journey, Nex, amazing way of making money. Wise old man, not even a quest, but you get Dagannoth Kings and Caliphite Queen. Correcting history gives you a subpar shield and some cosmetic goggles. I mean, really? You know, they hyped it up so much, but the reward isn't even really worth it. and of course Castle Wars. A lot of people are kind of excited about Castle Wars, but to be honest, we don't have enough players to play Castle Wars. There's only like 5 people at Castle Wars at any one time, so it takes a ton of time. Not only that, but the rewards are so expensive that it takes super long to actually get the rewards themselves. And to be honest, the rewards aren't even that great. I don't see anybody ever using the rewards for Castle Wars, so there you have it. I think that they should listen to us a little bit. You know, bring out Glaciers. I think that a lot of you guys that watch my videos and, you know, don't play PkH anymore, or, you know, just don't play PkH anymore, would probably come back if you saw, hey, PkHonor has Glaciers? Sick. I will go there and I will try to get some boots so I can actually make some quick cash right there. I know if I wasn't playing PkH, I'd come back, and I know if they brought out Glaciers, I'd be playing a heck of a lot of PkHonor. Last but not least, a lot of people have actually been asking about this, me opening up a clan. So, a couple people, they'll PM me and they'll say, hey, you're not in your clan chat. You know, things of that nature. Because when I'm live streaming, I generally go into my clan chat. If you didn't know, I'm part of Tactic Kings, otherwise known as TK. We don't really do anything, we don't do any events, and we don't really accept anybody into the clan at all. I don't think we've accepted somebody into the clan for like a year, just to give you a heads up, you know. Because we're just a bunch of old friends that have played PkH since 2010, 2011, and even earlier than that, and we kind of just talk and, you know, chat here and there. You know, we don't even discuss that much, but we don't do any events. And a lot of people have been asking me, hey, why don't you open up a clan? And the funny thing is, I actually used to have a clan called Charm, and it was actually quite interesting indeed. We do Pkhing events, and we do regular PVMing events and skilling events and all kinds of stuff. And one thing which I think people actually really enjoyed is I would do a weekly Charm clan video in which I just upload the video to my channel, and that way more people would see the videos and they'd be like, hey, Ain has a clan, I'm gonna go join. And what the video usually had was, it would have videos and screenshots that you guys, part of the clan, would send in, and I would myself get. And it would have videos and screenshots and whatnot of events that happened, be it Pk'ing, skilling, PVMing, whatever. And it would just have like a ton of stuff, just like, here are all the people that got promoted and all the people that joined the clan, and here is our weekly giveaway, and here's who won. And hey, little Timmy over here, he actually DC'd and lost his Pernix, so we all chipped in to get him Pernix again, because, you know, these DCs, they don't actually refund you, so we got him Pernix again. There you go, you know. And it was all about, you know, everybody had everybody else's back, and that's something that you don't find very much on PkH anymore. There's all these clans out there, but they're really regimented, and they don't feel, you know, warm and fuzzy and like, hey, we're all friends. For instance, one of my friends, he was talking about a clan, and he was like, yeah, I just joined a PVMing clan, and I went to Next, and I was PVMing, and then they were like, yeah, you can't loot share. And he was like, what? And he's like, yeah, you're just a new part of the clan. You have to wait. You know, you have to, you know, get into, you gotta rank up before you can actually loot share. You're just going to be doing a little bit extra damage. You're going to show your worth, which I thought, you know, oh, that's not very nice. You know, he doesn't get any drops. And so, you know, a lot of the clans, they're just trying to use new players for their own gains and whatnot. So I thought, you know what, maybe I can open up my own clan, and we can do, you know, the weekly videos, the weekly giveaways, helping out those new players, all that kind of good stuff. And it would just be, you know, a happy, this is going to sound weird, but it'd be a happy environment. Pk'ing event, yeah, we'd go kill Wildy Worm or something like that. We're not going to make grudges, we're not going to have enemies, we're not going to do any of that. But that's just an idea. I don't know if I'm actually going to do it. You guys can comment below or PM me in game telling me if you think it would be a good idea if you join the clan and whatnot, and I'll think a little bit more on it, maybe make some graphics for it and that kind of stuff. But that's the video pretty much, guys. I know I kind of rambled on many a times, but I hope you enjoyed the update video. If you did, you can hit that like button, and that's about it, guys. Peace.